Welcome you now to another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast, where we talk about, say it with me, Latino everything. Thank you very much for being here. Make sure you go and subscribe to the channel today. It helps us a lot. You're already here. We need your help. If you are enjoying the content, go ahead and hit subscribe today. Support the channel. Thank you very much for the ones that already do. We truly do appreciate it very much. Today, we have an amazing artist that made it back to the podcast. We have an artist, songwriter, originally from Rio Grande, Tamaulipas. Yossy baby, Yossy in the house.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for having me again.
I know. You have to do it again because you have some homework.
I know.
But first of all, we're going to go ahead and do a segment that I like to call Preguntas al Chile. So pretty much they're all the same questions as before, but a couple of them were tweaked.
Preguntas al Chile.
So we're going to see if we get the same answer and then the new questions. ¿Lista?
Yes.
Preguntas al Chile, tacos o tortas?
Tacos.
Still. Corn tortilla or flour tortilla?
Corn.
Gorditas or sopes?
I would say gorditas.
Gorditas or sopes. Mexican coca or jarritos?
Mexican coca.
Agua de horchata, jamaica or tamarindo?
Horchata.
Salsa verde, salsa roja?
Both.
Both. Yes. Menudo or pozole?
Menudo.
Churros or flan?
Flan.
Valentina, Tapatio, or Cholula, or Tabasco hot sauce.
Valentin all the way.
And cochitas, brown ones, white ones, pink ones?
I think the chocolate one.
Last time you picked all of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I'm on a diet now, so.
Yeah, absolutely. You look amazing. Thank you very much for being here. We are actually at a different location. We have to improvise. We're at CGM exclusive, Louis the Great's place. He allowed us to come through and record. So we definitely appreciate you being here, taking the time. Thank you very much. You can do Spanglish if you like.
Awesome.
Strictly English because we are, hey, yes. I relived that interview just to make sure that I was able to remember what we had talked about. And you actually have some homework.
Yeah, a lot.
From last time, it was your name. So your name, Yossy, I asked why they started calling you that. You used it. You introduced yourself as an artist that way. It's a play on, I don't know if it's a play on out of your name, but I can see how out of your regular government name, they will get Yossy. Yeah. So did you ever ask them?
I did actually, but they don't even know how they started calling me Yossy.
You just...
Yeah, I guess I was like, well, Yossy quiero saber why, you know?
I know.
So I don't know. They don't know why, but.
It's so crazy because Yossy creo, Yossy, all that you could be playing.
Right, a lot of stuff, yeah.
And then that could be even a song one of these days.
Yossy creo.
So you are originally from Rio Bravo, Tamaulipas. You were about 6 years old when you made it over here?
That's right.
You remember your journey getting to the United States?
Well, we came with a visa. So, thankfully we didn't have to go through all that struggle. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was around 7 years old. I remember coming here because I wanted to visit my grandma. So your grandma was living here? Yes. Most of my family, my dad's side, was living here. So in the Dallas area, yes. So we came to visit, but, we ended up staying. I liked it over here. So I just wanted to be with my grandma. And ever since we've been here.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the reason why your parents decided to live as well. I mean, of course, visit, but not to go back. Was there like a lot of harsh thing going on in Rio Bravo or not necessarily?
Not at the moment. Now, I don't know if you heard about Tamaulipas, but there's a lot of shootings and cartels over there.
Yeah.
So nowadays it's a little different from when I left. But no, it was just most because I wanted to see my family from over here, my dad's side. My family from Mexico can come over. Well, now my parents can go back and visit my family. My brothers are actually from here. It's just me who's under DACA.
So you're a dreamer.
Yes, I am.
That's awesome. Amazing. I mean, you went to school and everything. We talked about it last time you even graduated. So that's amazing. And I hope they do work out some stuff with that. Okay, I skipped one question of Preguntas al Chile, and that was my bad, because the other question I think remained the same. A conspiracy theory that you can almost guarantee when you heard it, it's like, that has to be true.
Oh, that's a hard question. I can't remember. Did you ask me that Oh, okay. I was like, I wasn't prepared for that one.
This was an addition to the ones I had before.
You caught me off guard. So
The moon landing, aliens, you name it. Anything that you thought of like maybe, mermaids, something like that.
I don't know about aliens, but I do like to study a lot about space when I have time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe possibly we could have, aliens, something outside of planet Earth.
What did you see when the things that you like to look into whenever you're, whenever you like to explore? I like to know about that too. I like to watch all the movies about going out of space and different things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be thinking that you can get to another planet and maybe find something is crazy to me. Especially now that even, the billionaires trying to make it to Mars and things like that.
Or, underwater.
So it's even closer to us now than maybe years before. Yeah. So all the things that you looked into, what made you kind of sort of believe maybe there might be something out there?
I mean, I believe, if not now, maybe later on, not planet Earth, but Mars could possibly have life over there. I don't know. I believe they found a bit of water and, over there. So I believe, or I think that we're not alone. So there must be something over there,
I feel it too. I mean, it'll be disappointing on this universe, our Milky Way, especially our galaxy, that there's nothing. That'd be really lonely.
Yeah.
But imagining that there was something, that'd be kind of neat.
It's crazy because, Mars is really close to planet Earth, next to it. So I know the pressure there is not the same as on Earth and everything, but it's so close that I believe there's something there. Something must be there. I don't know. It's just maybe I've been reading too much. But, I just have that feeling that there's something over there.
I don't blame you because I've the water, the other things some people have seen that kind of looks... Some people think that there was life even already there previously before something happened and caused it to go like that. There's no life now.
We shall see.
It's called conspiracy theories. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with as far as so you got involved with music. A lot of your family members play instruments or either that or they sing.
Correct.
With music, when you were younger, you were involved in the church a lot, but your first song was at 13 years old.
Correct.
And then about 2020, you mentioned that you were listening to a track and on YouTube and you decided to put it out. Which was?
An instrumental. Nada.
So you heard the track on YouTube and then people started giving you like, you should do this. You should do this. And then where was it that you went to record the first song ever?
It was at a friend's recording studio. I remember. At first, like I said, I was like, no, I don't think I have the potential to do this. It's just, I guess I'll do it as a hobby or just something to have fun with. Eventually ended up recording and, I got good feedback from that song and I was just like, I like the feeling of being in the studio and just expressing my feelings through a song and writing them and turning them into a song. So I started just focusing more into different type of instrumentals and that's when I took off.
Let's backtrack a little bit. So when you got to the actual studio, I know it's homemade, but you never recorded before, right?
No, I had never.
The headphones on and listening to the track, how did that feel as far as beginning the process?
Actually, when I was probably like 17, I did go into a studio. It was a family member studio, but it's not the same as you already know, this is your song, not for somebody else. So the first time I was there at my friend's studio, just hearing the replay of your voice and the reference, I was like, is this really me? Something that I wrote, This is something that I wrote like at my house, sitting down just in front of the TV. So it's a good feeling knowing that you have some sort of talent and you're capable of doing more than just work and other stuff,
So when you heard it, you actually got maybe a little emotional as far as hearing you're recording your voice and your own sound, your own creation come to life?
I got excited. I got excited. I was like, I was already waiting or thinking up for the next song and the next song and the next song, So yeah, it was pretty fun.
So the music bug bit you right there. You couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
Where was the inspiration for that song come from? Have you had? I know you like to write and base some of the things on real life experiences. But that particular song, was there something that you've been saving, you had written before because of something that happened?
Not this first song that Nada. It was more of me thinking, what's popular at the moment? What do people want to hear? So I know, girls, us, being heartbroken or, just talking about the guy. So I was like, let me write something about it. I remember at that time, one of the most popular songs was Soltera, I believe, Lunay. So I kind of got a little bit of inspiration from that song. And I was like, this is it.
Yeah, nice. So what is your recording process for you? I know you started off listening to YouTube instrumentals and things like that, but it's been changing over the years. And for you now, what is the process? What do you like to do? You like to hear the track first? Do you like to maybe write something and get with your producer to come up with something? What is it?
Actually, it depends. I'm a little picky with instrumentals. It would probably take me like months to find one instrumental that I like. And then I start, like kind of writing something. And if I feel the flow, then I present it to my producer and I'm like, hey, you know what? I like this beat and this is what I want to write about. Then he will turn it into an exclusive beat. He makes it.
Gotcha.
Something that I don't have to buy off of YouTube or anything. And then how we usually work is either I'm pretty good with intros and the hook, the chorus. And my producer, he's good with everything, but especially the verses. So that's how we work. That's how we work together.
So, but it is a joint collaboration as far as you good at what you do, which is coming up with which is very important, by the way, in a song, to get those parts. But as far as we got a couple of little bubbies because somebody left something here in the studio. So they're just making a cameo here and there. But yeah, like you do your part and then he does his part, focus on the one production, of course, arranging, and then of course the some of the rhymes. So y'all make a joint effort to come out with songs.
Yeah, we work very well together. We've been working together for 3 years now. So he kind of knows what I like and I know what he's expecting from me.
Did you tell me the story how y'all found each other? How was it? Did you find him? He found you, or how did it happen?
Yeah, I did not tell you. I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I was looking for, I believe a beat maker. And this guy who's I'm working with in marketing since 3 years ago as well, he's like, hey, you know what? I have this friend. He does music. He could probably help you out with instrumentals. So I reached out to him and he showed me a little bit of his music. I was like, oh, wow. And he was like, I do beats. I write songs as well. I can help you. I can coach you. And I can also do the mix and master for you. So I was like, okay. So we started off with one song, which is 5 a.m.
My favorite track. Carlos, I need you to go ahead and clip a little piece of 5 a.m. 5 de la mañana, por favor.
Yes. So we started off with that song. And then I was like, wow, this is a different level from what I'm used to. And I was like, this is the guy that I want to keep working with. So I don't know if you have a question there, but I guess we work together so well that I feel like everything that he says is the right way because he's at another level. Yes.
That's dope. So, and that's how y'all came to be. IG brought us together. Y'all been together ever since.
Yes.
And of course, you understand that even though you like it and the bug bit you, at the same time, you are willing to take his criticism as far as because you believe in what he does, his craft. And at the same time, it's cool that you're coachable as far as what he needs to tell you. And then you deliver. You deliver every single time because I'm telling you, all your tracks are cool. But the 5 a.m. to me is just pretty cool because I jam it often. But, all your tracks do well. I've seen the streaming, Chica Mala, and then the last, Amor Prohibido.
Songs Prohibidos, yes.
Prohibidos, 24K on streams on Spotify, and the other one too, 24K streams. which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Amazing.
I really don't focus a lot on Spotify. I'm trying to just build a better, I guess, with more views on YouTube, just because it gives you more, how can I say, someone who doesn't really know about music, but it's looking into your music. They're like, oh, well, she has a lot of views, and I guess it catches their attention. But I mean, I try to focus on both, but I focus more on YouTube. But Spotify has been really good to me.
It works. You have the right idea, because it's sad to, even though you have all the dreams to put the song out there, if it doesn't have the numbers, it's not going to gravitate people to go curious to just click on it and see what it's about.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do have the right idea, because even though you put all your heart and soul and money into it, it's just,
exactly,
if you don't push the numbers to get it to where the algorithm picks it up and it does better, you just do marketing and keep pushing it, then you're right, people are just not, and
they have to see it.
But if you think about it, if you see yourself scrolling through certain things, all of a sudden you realize you find, just like them, looking through things that have a lot of views and click on it.
Yeah, catches your attention.
Have you been focusing a lot on IG too and TikTok? I haven't seen you on that. You don't do a lot of TikToks, but mostly IG.
Instagram, yeah. I'm more of a person who, if I don't have anything good to put out, I'm not. So I'm not a TikToker or anything like that. But videos or promos about my music, I do post them there. I've gotten a good feedback from random people on TikTok as well. So, but yeah, I try my best.
So I don't know how I feel about them sometimes, because I mean, everybody has an opinion on them, but who are they as far as their credentials, right? It would be cool to know if like somebody that's verified and knows about it and like could have done this better and be like, oh, makes sense, because you're coachable. You listen to it. Some random person with no views, not even a picture of them. I mean, you know what I mean? It makes you feel like, why are you here? Like, just keep scrolling.
Yeah. When it comes to music, because I feel like I have a huge heart, and I have a friend who calls me, she's like, ¿Quién te manda a ser tan sensible, so sensitive? In different aspects, not music wise. But when I was like, no, when it comes to music, I know not everybody's gonna like my stuff. So I'm mentally prepared. Like, that's not gonna stop me from doing what I like. If I feel comfortable doing it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
As we talked about last time, it's crazy that I just clipped this little video last time about how people have a bunch of dreams and everything, and it's sad that they don't take any actions to do anything about it, and before you know it, they're about to die and nothing happened, and they never got it out. At least you got the opportunity to say, you know what, I give it a shot, I give it a go, I'm doing it, and no matter what else, because if you don't believe in yourself, like if you don't believe in the things in your craft and the things that you do, how else is other people are going to jump in the boat with you? You know what I mean? So a lot of people won't ride with you for a long time, your best friends, whatever the case might be, family members, until they actually see. And all of a sudden, they start like,
oh. Correct. Yeah, I know. I understand you. Yeah.
So I'm proud of you still to this day, as far as what you've been doing and continue to do. And it's dope that you have, even though you're sensitive, it doesn't stop you from doing the things that you do.
No, not in the music. The music industry is something apart from my daily life and stuff. But I've learned, and I know that not everybody's gonna like your stuff, so it's nothing that's gonna hurt me.
What's the more harsh lesson that borderline almost did hurt you, because it's a crazy reality within the music industry that you have dealt with?
Probably, I would say whenever, I guess nowadays, followers on social media means a lot to a lot of people. I'm not gonna mention where, but some people, due to them having a lot of followers, think that you're not good enough to be part of the same event, platform, or performance. I don't know. But it happened to me not long ago, where they try to make you feel less because they don't know you. But then I've noticed, then they hear your music and, they're like, oh, well, I guess.
Do you want to say the names?
No, I'm not.
I mean, not to cause drama, but where in your radar did it come to you that they were feeling that way? Where did you sense it? Did you hear somebody? Did you see something that somebody posted and saw that they were referring to you? Or did you hear something as you were in the same place and they were talking?
No, it was more of their actions at this place. They let their people, their crew, I guess, take control of the event, or just little things that I saw. But I'm that type of person. I'm just quiet, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna argue about anything or complain. So I knew they were given priority. I guess they have like a big group. I don't know what it is, but I guess I was just one of the few that were invited outside of their group. But it's nothing that hurts my feelings or anything like that. But it's just
Hello, quickly jumping in to let you know. I know that you are enjoying the show, so go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and now back to the episode.
I don't know what it was, but I was like, you can't judge somebody,
What is their accolades per se? What is their thing that makes them more, because they have more followers or because they actually have like a deal with somebody? What makes them, for you, think that they are higher than you in a level as far as the industry goes?
I think it was that, because I looked at everyone's followers, on their social media. So I was like, I guess it's a thing now. If you have, I don't know, 10K up or whatever, you're more important than somebody who doesn't have the same amount. But I learned, as I go and as I meet people. I know there's good people out there, good events, good sponsors, and different people out there that actually care about your music, your career. That's why I can't never stop thanking Carne Asada Fest, because they make you feel important every time that I go to their events. Which is, it's not them that I'm talking about, just to make it clear it's somebody else. But, it was just something that I'm like, it's whatever. It's nothing that's going to cause a problem or anything to me. But yeah, that's something that I could tell you about.
That's dope. So tell me about it. Year number 3, Carne Asada just happened in May. How was your performance? I was going to buy a ticket, but I had a family function, and I didn't want to be for somebody to buy a ticket, and somebody else wanted to buy a ticket. So,
No.
But I did tell you that. But
Yeah, no. It's always, every year is just bigger and better. This year I thought I wasn't gonna make it. I've never mentioned this, but I got sick like 3 weeks before the event. It was pretty bad. I was like, I told my choreographer, I was like, hey, this is going on. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the event. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen. They told me I had something like an ulcer. So I Googled, I was like, how long, if I have surgery, how long is it going to take?
Yeah.
This was a week before the event. I was like, I'm not going to recover by the time. Yeah. So
you tell any of the organizers anything?
no, I was waiting, because I was like, I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to put up with the pain. But no medication over the counter was helping me ease the pain. So I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I told my mom, I was like, I don't want to go back to the hospital, because if I need surgery, I'm not going to make it to the event. And my mom was just like, you need to think about your health first. And I was like, no, I can't.
Were you Googling like some remedies, home remedies to try to?
No, so I was like, it got to the point where I couldn't put up with the pain anymore. I had to take myself to the ER.
Before the event,
the event. Yeah. It was like a week before, when my mom, she was like, hey, your tia told me about this chiropractor and this doctor in Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
So I drove to Tyler, and I was like, this is going on, because they told me I had something. I don't know, there was something such as chronic stress. So that's what was causing me different problems, abdominal pain, a lot of stuff like anxiety. I couldn't sleep at night. So I went to the chiropractor, and he gave me some, I guess, natural medication or
holistic, not really medicine, but holistic, more natural remedies, stuff like that, more natural things. Cool. Okay.
And I guess he popped my bag. I was so stressed out. So I'm not gonna lie, after I left that chiropractor, I called my mom. I was like, you're not gonna believe me. I was like, I feel so different. I have a lot of energy. And this was maybe 3 days now, before the event. So I went to rehearsals with my dancers, and I was like, we got it. We're gonna do it, you know? He was a little, my choreographer was a little concerned. I was like, I'm not feeling well. I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, for a second, I thought I was not going to make it to the event. The event was amazing. Yeah, we had everything ready. So I was like, I can't miss it.
Of course. What, while were you in a high stress, did you realize you were on such a high chronic stress level?
I did not. You know, my job, I work practically 24/7. I'm always on call. So I think that's what is stressing me or was stressing me out. I haven't taken vacations in 2 years. I have worked nonstop.
Well, you better take vacation, woman. You better take vacation and get away at least.
Yes.
If you're staying at home. I mean, it's good if you can get away and go somewhere else, but you don't have to just take the time off.
Yeah. No, well, I'm taking them in August. So, yeah, that's what it was. That's what I'm blaming it on. But I mean, after that, after I went to the chiropractor, I was like new. Everything was, you know, I had a lot of energy because it got to the point, it was that bad that I couldn't even concentrate. I couldn't record my last song, my last single that was supposed to come out in May. Mm-hmm. I did record it just for the event because they already had the choreography and everything done. So,
which single was that?
Cacería de Perros. That's the one I opened with. And I did record it, and my producer was like, Yossy, you can't release something like this. It's not something that you want to take out. So he was like, just sing it live, you know, get better, get some rest, and then we can record it.
So people in Carne Asada got an exclusive of something that hasn't been released yet. Yeah. But it's in the works.
It's in the works. Yeah, it's going to be in my album. Probably going to be the first single that I released.
Okay. And as far as the show itself for you, even though you've done it before, going on the third year, big stage, you have your dancers. What are the names real quick, the dancers?
This year we added 2, but the ones that I've been with is Carlos, Adoni, Miska, Adriana, and we added Amber and Ariel to it.
Nice. So they did the choreography. You went in, you had a video for the entrance, and then you started going.
Correct. It was something different. I like to change it up a little bit every time I get invited to a different event. But this year I was like, I know I wanted to do more, but I mean, I was like, I don't want to throw everything all at once in case, you know, I get invited to another event then, or another year, I can do something different.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me just throw in a little bit, something different. So it was the intro, which I loved it. I almost missed my interest because I was looking at it. I was watching it.
You almost miss your cue? I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, oh, I got to grab the mic and
like, who's coming to the stage? Oh, shoot, it's me. My bad.
Yeah, I was like so concentrated on the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, because I know from when I seen you before, you came out stage, people want to take pictures. People want to say hello. How was it this year? Did you come out to the general public? Did you go to the back?
No, I did, but not right away. I had to put up our stuff. I know we had some chairs for some dance that they had on stage. Take off my in-ear monitor and everything. So I came out probably like 30 minutes after, which was pretty awesome because the security guard, you know, she I don't think she speaks any Spanish, but she loved it. You know, I loved your performance, and I was like, oh, thank you. And it was weird because this year it was more like adults asking for pictures rather than, you know, younger people, which was pretty awesome. You know, makes you think that not only young people like your style, but elders as well. So
yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. I'm glad that you had a great crazy, because even before Carne Asada, you did an event with us, and you were already feeling not good at that time.
No, I actually had 5 performances in May, and all that month I was just not feeling well. Carne Asada Fest was my last one, but it was just getting worse and worse. I was feeling worse and worse. I was like, oh, I can't. I really can't.
So we were 3 weeks before so you were feeling it.
Before Carne Asada, I had 2 more. So I think it was one on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, or I don't know how it was, but it was 2 more before Carne Asada. So I don't really like canceling on anything. So I was like, I'm gonna do it regardless.
Right. And even like to call in sick or nothing, wait till the last. But I'm glad it worked out for the best for you, that you were able to get to that chiropractor. It made it better for you instead of like not good. Yeah. So far, you feeling? You feeling good?
Better. I'm still on that medication he gave me, and I see him once a month. Yeah, once a month. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, take the days off. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, you gotta bust your behind whenever you have to. But I'm not the only one to say. I'm pretty sure he told you to. You need you. I don't want to say your business, but go to the country on the land and just.
Well, I'm actually going to Miami. That's why I'm taking the week.
Be working. Don't play like you're not gonna.
Yeah, I am, but I mean, I'm gonna try to enjoy my time. I mean, just being at the studio is just relaxing. It's just something that I love doing. So.
Do you find being in the studio sometimes as therapeutic? Like some artists find it, as far as whenever you get to create and just maybe some things that you had in your mind that you can release on the mic. Do you find that?
Always, actually I was with a friend of mine. He's been asking for us to do work on a song. Mm-hmm. I was like, do you have an instrumental? Do you have the beat? And he's like, no, we'll just get it off on YouTube. I was like, okay. So we found something and I was like, let's start recording, So I kind of like freestyle the whole song. Well, not the whole song, but the intro in the chorus and a little bit of the verse. So he's like, so this is how you do it. I was like, this is a way for me to release stress. So it helps me a lot. I just let out everything but singing it.
I'm going to do it right. Send the right stuff to Yossy because she'll let you know it. I wasn't even one of the artists that was reaching up, but she's like, what are you doing? Sending me like, I'm sorry.
I know. I was like,
well, I'm sorry.
I was like, wait.
About my song? Like.
I was like, wait, wrong message.
I was getting an earful, which is good. Like, hey, you gotta know what you're working with. Like, gotta be on point. When I was like, what did I do? I was like, well, because I had just finished getting a song out that I'm working on, and I was like, is it talking about my song? Like, what did I do? And they started going into like, oh no, it's nothing like that. And they're like, oh, yeah. Well, here you go. Hear my song. Such petty.
I was like, I know.
Appreciate you not going in on me so much.
No.
Okay, so sponsorships as far as your music goes. So Mora Music Group, are you still working with them or?
Yes. He's more of my engineer when it comes to performances. Mm-hmm. He comes from Tyler and he's there to help me out with everything. So we're still.
What does an engineer do as far as a performance? Can you explain to me?
Gets everything set up for my performance. Like if I have a mic myself, he's in charge of going to whoever's the engineer there and has the stuff going on to get it set for me. He gets my in and ear ready. And then if I'm to take a band myself or anything, he will mess with the whole stuff, which I've never taken a band or anything, sang live like that. But yeah, he's always there for me to help me with the mic and everything. With the in-ear monitor.
So not much of the management side anymore that he used to kind of sort of do?
He's never really been, he manages some songs as in promoting it with him under his label. But I do have someone who I work with. She's not here. She's in Odessa, Texas, but she's always the one that does a lot of like promos, and she actually gets some performances for me. She got me one in Odessa, Texas. That's where she lives. So we were there.
She does a social media thing for you?
She does promote my stuff on social media.
What's her name?
Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia. Yes. So she was actually here at the Carne Asada event. She flew from Odessa, Texas.
Nice.
But yeah, she's always there helping me with with my whole music stuff. So she's a big help.
Yeah. So pretty much all the music and everything that you get out, do you have any sponsors helping you out? I know you still, even though you work with MMG, you're still pretty much independent. Was there any sponsors that you're working with? Anybody that helps you out? Or is there anything that lends you a hand?
No. Everything is out of pocket. I pay everything out of pocket. Sometimes I have people will reach out to me wanting a featuring, which I always love working with different artists and different type of people. But I don't think they understand what's behind recording just one song.
Oh, yeah.
And, taking out a music video. At least for me, I like doing things the right way. One song for me to work it with my producer, you're talking about at least $1,000 per song.
Per song.
Yes.
That's quite a bit for a song.
That's a good amount.
If anybody was to reach out to you as far as a feature, it's not that you're charging them for it, is the time, studio time, and getting it correct. Because I'm pretty sure, look, shout out to your artist, man, but you have to understand that sometimes whenever you're out, it's cool that your homie can record you and everything, but at least try to get somebody that you like their sound, they can do it correctly for you at the best affordable price you can. But understand that the higher you pay, it's more likely the quality is going to be a whole lot better, and it costs money. And you have to be able to be creative in the ways that you either gather your money, whatever the case might be, to be able to use it as an investment, to be able to do that and put it out, and then just keep pushing it away, get creative with it. TikTok videos, so many free things, because it costs money to make music. $1,000 per song is quite a bit for a song.
Yeah, and I know some of them, well, I know if you have, I guess gotten upset. I don't say no ever to a featuring or anything, collaboration, nothing. I never do. But if you want it under my, my YouTube channel or my digital platforms, because it's going to go, at the end of the day, go on both, I would want to do it the right way.
Do you ever do a split with them, or do they even understand what it is?
No, but that's the thing, when you start explaining to them, hey, you know what, if we're going to work a song together, if you have your producer, then we can do it. I don't mind. But if you want it under my channel and for me to do everything, it's going to cost money, because it costs money to make good music. So I'm just giving you the bare minimum what I spend with my producer per song. Right now we have a contract, but it's not something that you like this beat, pay $20, record it, take it to a studio release. It doesn't work that way.
I mean, you can do it, but you are going to hear the difference between a main artist that puts out great quality stuff and sounds like the sound like yours that comes out, and then of course the ones that are not.
Yeah, no. See, when I tell you that I'm picky with my the instrumentals and the lyrics itself and the recording, because I've learned from my producer, he's the one that's behind my music. Do you know who Juan Magan is? He has a song with with Don Omar. I think is a.
If I hear the song, I probably know who he is.
I don't know, but with Don Omar, Juan Magan, right? My producer has worked with Juan Magan. He's worked with Chris Master, that's worked with J Balvin. So he knows what he's doing. I believe that if you do things the right way, good things will come out of it, And ever since I started taking it more serious and investing money into my music, I've seen that I've progressed and I've done different things that I see other people that don't want to really invest. I was like, you can tell, because in order for you to get something good, you have to pay, right? Mm-hmm. So you get what you pay for.
Yeah. Have you done a feature that, even though you did it with the best intentions and maybe you didn't get the knowledge from your producer at the time, and then came out and it wasn't something that you liked? I'm like,
yes. Not my first single, but something that I started out with. I was gonna say it. But
hey, no hard feelings on me, but if facts are facts, come on, let's keep it real.
But I look back at the song and I was like, why is my intro like all over the place? Why do I have this as a hook? Like, but I learned, and with the person I did it, I was like, well,
Plus, it's part of your image, right? You don't want to be tied to people that don't put out good products, especially being, being packaged as an artist, you don't want to have features that is just not it with whatever you've been putting out. It's just, people might turn away.
Yeah, no, and I'm the type of person, I don't like saying no to it, just anyone, if they ask for it, then I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let's work on it, But, I know your intentions, so I don't know what you're really wanting to spend on a song. But I learned something from, I believe it was Bad Bunny who said it. A collaboration is like someone, you don't want to do it just with anyone, just like see it as a relationship, or who are you going to have sex with? Just not anybody, right? If you don't feel the vibe.
I mean, you're an info. I mean, that's a different story, but, for the most part, you want to not.
Yeah, I mean, and it's been hard for me to say no to somebody or to just anyone. I'm the type of person that even though I don't like your music and you ask me, most likely I'll say yes. And then I'm working on it.
Why?
Because I don't want to be that person that they say, oh, she thinks she's better, or I don't want to be ever that person.
But if we were talking about earlier that it doesn't really matter what people say as far as like criticizing or willing to have a strong backbone, then it's not that, and your intentions are not that whatsoever. You know what I mean?
These are friends, not random people. So I already had one that deleted me off social media.
You've been losing friends for a minute now doing the music.
It's hard, whenever you know that they're there because they're your friends, or they're there because they want something from you. I'm not saying that's the case, but if you're asking me to write 2 songs for you, but I work 24/7, I'm working on my music as well, but you want me to do everything for you and go to your studio whenever you have the time, not what, that's, and if I take my time, it's because I'm really busy, like working, not working on.
What are they doing for you?
That's a good question. But you know what? At the end of the day, I mean, it's not that I care what they're saying, but it's friends that I'm losing because maybe I don't write the music for them as fast as they would like, or things like that,
I can't believe you're such a terrible friend.
I know. No.
Okay, so maybe it's because I'm older than you, and maybe older people, but you are going to eventually not have a lot of friends when you get older. For the same reason that for me, I feel like now is if we're gonna be friends, that's cool. If you wanna, I don't use that term often, but if we are, I mean, okay, if I think that if I'm stranded at 3 a.m. and I can't call you to come get me, then you're not gonna be a friend. Because I know that I will do that for you if you was to call me. And if you can't do that back, if I can't sense to me that you can do that, then I don't want you around, because it's not the same. Either we're gonna keep it very equal to where I got you, you got me for real, or we don't have to be friends. There's 8 billion freaking people in the world. We just crossed 8 billion people. There's only a handful of people that you get to interact in this world, and the odds are very little, right? And we get to interact with certain ones. Not to mention ones you claim to be friends that all of a sudden now it's just for your benefit, and you're not really like doing anything to grow me, not benefit me, but just to grow me as a person. Now, what are we doing?
Yeah, so I mean, I stopped stressing about it. I know.
I don't think they were friends if you're listening to them like that over petty things like that. You know what I mean? Let's say you miss her wedding. Let's say they did call you when you were in trouble, and you were available, but you couldn't make it. And that's different things. But over smaller things, over music, it's a passionate years that you've been growing and working and invested all your money, sweat, blood, tears, borderline health issues, and is still able to push through. And then all of a sudden they leave because you couldn't get to a song festival. Who the hell are they? I'm sorry, they might be your friends or were friends, but I'm saying, who the hell is anybody in that situation thinking that they all of a sudden are better or are more worth of your time than anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, I tried replying to them, the reason why I was taking long, but I couldn't because I was already blocked. So,
but I say, why would you have to explain yourself? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm saying it because of me. You're not saying anything. I'm saying it personally as far as experiences that I had, and looking at it from the outside because you're the friend. But I'm like, really? Over that?
No, but I started, realizing how to handle situations like that. So it's nothing that I'm stressing over, or I'm learning as I go. So
How difficult is it for you to make music or be in the music industry coming from a Christian background, a Christian family, being very young and starting to get involved with the church 5 years old, even younger, to be able to be doing music? A little risque at times, but at the same time, good quality stuff. And then, of course, I'm pretty sure alcohol is frowned upon in being a Christian. How tough is it? Is there ever a conflict with you as far as what am I doing? Because, for example, you have Faruco then, left. I don't know if I think he came back, but at the end of the day, he did took a little break as far as doing music for the same reason, because he.
yeah. I'm very blessed to have the support, my parents' support, my siblings, my family. Of course, they're not, the big fan of what I write or what I sing. But at the end of the day, they're like, if this is what God is having you do or allowing you to do, then, we support you. Of course, they would like me to most likely sing gospel music and go to church and all of that, which, I'm not, I have a good relationship with God. But music-wise, I know they would prefer for me to sing something different. But they're there. They support me. My family was there at Carne Asada. My parents couldn't make it, but they were there last year.
Yes.
Every song that I start writing, they're there. And them two are the first that I show my music to.
Okay. So even though it got nothing to do with as far as the music itself, like they understand this is what you've been doing with the best intentions possible. It's a gift as far as the flowing, the tone, everything as far as the music, the content, maybe not so much, but so more as far as what you've been doing. They're supportive with you. It's cool that they were there. I think I seen them last year when I was there, and it's pretty cool they still support you. Will you ever steer or maybe do some Christian music, or is that never been a kind of a thought for you to do as far as music wise?
No, I mean, I do have some songs that when I was younger, that I...
Not the Cortavena ones, is it?
No, I actually have a friend who he loves music, and he's always been there for me to support me. But he turned into Christian now. He plays piano, so he was asking me have you ever written a Christian song? I'm like, yes. So I was showing him, and I was like, you should take it, because he sings and he plays piano. So I was like, you should keep it. I was like, I don't think I can finish it, but, you can finish it. I have started. And he liked it, but I can't always write anything. Like, if it's about God or whatever, it's just there is not the same passion, I would say, because I'm not fully into church. But I mean, like I said, my relationship with God is there. Maybe one day,
That's cool. I seen it in an interview, and it was like in passing as far as you were mentioning, and I thought there was opportunity for them to ask more as far as my thought. And I was like, I think it's important for you, since you were little, to maybe, because of other artists, big artists, done it to where they just, went a separate path, and to each their own. However, whatever relationship you want to have with God or whatever it is pretty cool. But I thought maybe it'll be something that maybe you explore, or I'm pretty sure it's something that may be complex. Because I had other artists, bigger artists, that they have conflict with the content because they're parents now, and their content is more adult, and they have a little bit of a conflict doing it because now their kids might listen to it, and I'm like, what am I doing? Type of situation.
I try not to show them whatever I think is not appropriate. So just certain stuff, I caught my dad last time singing to my niece, quien la lastimó.
Really?
Yeah.
So they be finding your song. They be finding your music.
Because I show them my songs as well, whatever is, appropriate. But yeah,
the lingo they might not understand, or like they don't understand what you just said. I'm like, what?
Like, of a chill song. But not only my dad, my niece, she's 3. but she doesn't really speak properly, but you can hear. And my little one, he's one. He gets mad every time we don't repeat Chicamala.
Oh, really?
We go from my ranch to the house, and we play it all the way over there. I get bored of listening to my same thing over and over, but he will cry if we take it away from me.
Easy. That's pretty cool, though. How does it make you feel, like knowing he does that?
Then I know I have to be more careful in what I play because, they catch everything. But even at Carne Asada, he was at Carne Asada Fest after, because I performed Chicamala. After that, my sister said he started crying.
There was no repeat.
I was like, no, there was no repeat there. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How difficult is it to be in the music industry and not? I know you had a few situations with alcohol, maybe on a music video that was filmed, maybe a little bit of a conflict with party buses. Maybe it's not your thing, but how difficult is it to just not be involved with alcohol at the time, as far as whenever you're about to perform or things like that, whether it be peer pressure or people within, listen to your music want to have you partake on either drinking or whatever the case might be?
Well, I try to take at least a drink or two or a shot before any performance, just because it kind of like, I don't know, it's more.
It's a ritual. It's a more kind of relaxing.
Relaxing, yeah. I tend to not get nervous ever, but there is like a period of time when I know I'm going next to when I feel like a different type of adrenaline, but then I calm down and I enjoy my singing and my performance. But I've tried it without having any alcohol before, and I just feel like I can see everything, hear everything, so I focus more on what they're, the way they're vibing, unlike whenever I have at least one or two, just so I could relax a little bit. And, I just tend to dance more and move around more. So
you still try to keep it professional, maybe just do one, not too crazy much on it.
I learned my lesson because there was one time, it's because my performance was super late. I think it was at 2 a.m. So I was like, we started drinking. By the time I got to my performance, I was like, thank God my friends knew the song because they were helping me.
Got your lyrics as you were performing. So they were singing it and you kind of caught on.
I gave the wrong beat. So I had to jump onto that beat and sing. I didn't really know that song that well.
Wow. But your friends knew it.
Yeah. So I managed to finish it.
Well, maybe, except for if they're not around anymore. Maybe.
Yeah. Not the ones who fought at the party bus.
I didn't want to bring like crazy stuff or crazy topics and stuff, but it's crazy that in the last interview we were talking about Perrea and the video itself, man, I get it that sometimes we don't want to get crazy risque, talk about crazy topics, but it would have been a cool story for me to hear. There was fighting going on and the filming of Perrea, and you even had to throw some hands in it too.
Unfortunately.
And
it's because, friends tend to bring friends that you don't know. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and bring them over to the party bus. Just know that we're going to be filming. I guess some people can't handle alcohol.
That's why I don't drink no more.
Yeah, no, if you're going to fight and stuff like that, then we're not that type of people.
Tequila, that's why I don't drink no more, because there's stuff. I feel 7 feet. Undestructible with armor. What's up?
Unstoppable. Yeah, so they started fighting, and I was trying to calm down the situation. My friends and I were actually trying to calm them down. They didn't listen. I was like, and I'm not a troublemaker. I'm peace and love all the time. But when it comes to that point, I was like, we have to do something.
It's the song, gotta break it up. Man, it's crazy that happened doing Perrea. And we were talking about it. I'm like, man, she didn't share the story with me. It would have been awesome. But probably I didn't ask about it. But overall, the whole y'all got the video out. It did great numbers. I think it was 13K views. And it looks good. I mean,
it was after.
It's crazy, though, that... So did y'all do another party bus and redo some shooting, or everything that y'all got there?
We got it before. Like, we were done filming. We needed one more thing
think like one or two more shots that the general was saying.
Yeah, so our friend, she bought some champagne bottles because we were gonna add that to the end of the video, like just throwing champagne.
Champagne shower.
Yeah, so she bought the champagne. We were like, okay, when we stop, we're gonna shoot that scene here and there. I remember that we stopped at a gas station. That's where the whole situation started to escalate, and we were like, let's book another hour. So we were done. So we told the party bus guy, we were like, hey, can we book another hour? We had just booked another hour when the whole thing happened, and he had to stop. He ended up calling the cops. They arrested 2 people there, I believe. Mm-hmm.
And there was 2 people arrested?
Yes.
It got crazy, out of control. So you lost your hour or did you give it back?
No, we lost it. Yeah.
See, that's the thing that people don't take in consideration. The fact that she rented the bus, because I'm pretty sure it was all you funded, and the alcohol. In addition to, not to mention, you were being part of something that you're passionate about. It's cool that everybody's partying, but just not being considerate about it. That sucks. And I get it. That's why, for me at least, alcohol is not the thing for me. That's why I asked about the alcohol question, because things can get out of control sometimes. You're right. People don't know how to handle that. They might be young and experienced drinkers or whatever the case might be, but still, the money and everything that you had to put. But at the end of the day, even though everything happened, the video, I feel like, still came out really good. I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up losing that hour. And, our friends, they were actually telling the people who were causing the whole drama. We're here for Yossy, Yossy. We're doing it for Yossy. So I guess they didn't care. Like the younger, I think they're in their early 20s or so. So, but I mean, it was a good experience, something.
And more friends were gone after that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were really friends because, they didn't care about that it was a video that I was shooting for myself. But
the videographer, booking the videographer, oh my goodness, so many expenses.
Yeah. Just the party bus itself.
And you're still acting the fool? Man.
I was just like, so we joke around it. We joke about it all the time. Like, let's rent a party bus.
Because that's not your first experience with the party bus. Last time I checked, you also fell and were like almost hands up in the air and almost knocked out, but at least the wind got knocked out of you. Yeah, stay away from party bus.
I know. I think it's just a curse.
You have to see the, what's it called? Chiropractor more often if you get another party bus. So yeah, mejor no. Okay, so you have been talking about doing an album for a little while now. So how is where are you at in the step of that particular project as far as the album goes?
I've been working on it for a while now. Like I mentioned before, it takes a lot of money, time, dedication. So I'm actually flying out to Miami in August to finish my album.
And to vacation.
And vacation as well, yeah. Yes. So I'm excited for that. I was trying to rush into it, but then I was like, it's my first album. It has to be, like, I'm trying to add, I know you don't add commercial songs to an album, all your album, but I like commercial songs. So I have a little bit of everything, a little bit of dembow. So what I'm trying to add dembow, working on that, romantic, and of course, reggaeton.
Portuguese song yet? No, not yet.
Not yet. I know my producer won't be able to help me with the Portuguese song.
He won't. Yeah, won't be able to yet.
Yeah, but other than that, we're having some featurings there as well.
Anything that you can let us know? Of course, I don't know if you want me to spoil it or not, but is there a particular individual that you work with often could be there, a feature?
Definitely Fellow.
Okay.
My producer, it's a romantic song. It's pretty, we started already working on that. We have the intro and the chorus, which is amazing. Probably a local artist from Dallas here. Sorry, local artist.
Any names?
We are working. We're trying to get Mandy Red to come out in my album.
Nice. That's awesome. Any other ones? Any other features that you can tell us?
We did reach out to what's his name, Rayber.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I know I've been trying to work something out so we can work together. I know I reached out to
Steve? Anything with Steve Garcia?
hopefully we're also trying to shoot Pegado a la Pared video for that. So we have a lot of things. Well, I have a lot of things going on. And, possibly one other artist. I don't know yet.
The name so far, anything in the vault or ideas for the name yet? And what are you planning to be your lead single, or are you going to be releasing singles until you get to the actual drop of the album?
I'll probably release one, which is Cacería de Perros. That's for sure. But my dancers will be part of that video. So I know the idea, I just don't know when I'm going to be shooting it. Well, of course, after I record it. But I think it's going to be one of my most favorite.
Yeah? Why is that? The beat, the everything, the lyrics?
It's just, I don't know if you heard it before at my event. Well, I have a video. It's just a different type of perreo. It's like, I don't know if it's kind of like Pegado a la Pared, but I feel like it's more intense.
Más intense?
Yeah, more intense, and we're working on a good video, a good production.
Nice. That's awesome. And when is you planning to get that single out?
So if I'm recording in August, probably towards the end of September, I can release it.
Yeah. And as far as percentage for the album being completed, where you at right now? Do you want to know until you actually get to Miami and get recording there?
Yeah, so we'll probably record maybe 6 songs over there. I started here, but, he's like, Yossy, just wait until you come over here so I can coach you and do this and that. We do have one that's probably going to be in it as well, Chica Mala, part of the album. I do have one that I'm working on, which is the one that I sent him. That's going to be the featuring. I actually wrote the intro, chorus, and verse for that one. So he liked it, so
no names for the album yet that you can think of yet?
I'm leaning towards Triple P, which is PPP, Puesto Pa'l Perreo. So I think that's what we're going to be.
Most likely maybe looking at the beginning of next year before you actually drop it, or you hoping to drop it in 2023?
For the year ends, yes. Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear all the features you have, all the songs, the dembow, and whatever else you're going to be doing with it. And the new song with, hey, I don't know if you know, fella, but that 5 a.m. track, that's my joint right there. I'll be telling her I'll be coming home from a gig that I did, and I'll be jamming that on repeat. So if you see a spike on the weekends, it's probably because of me.
It'll be something similar, so I'm sure you'll like it.
I'm telling you. And I'll be doing, I'm not a DJ. I just be playing some music sometimes. But when I do, I'm sure I'll be throwing that in there too. Because, man, it be jamming. For me, I love it. I know you have other songs I said, and they all sound great. But to me, I don't know why. I feel that song is just like a vibe. Like,
I've had a lot of guys giving me a good feedback about 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I don't know why it got... I don't know why they will relate, but I'm just saying that song is a vibe. That's badass. Yeah, it is. I really like it so much. So that's pretty cool. Dream collabo. I know right now you're just working on your album. You're getting some of the local individuals here doing the songs. But if you had an opportunity to do a dream collabo, who would it be? Would it be... Give me some names.
With a global artist?
Whatever you would like.
Have you heard about El Fercho Mur?
No.
Fade?
No.
You've never heard of Fade?
Maybe not. No, may ring a bell, or maybe I just not.
El reggaeton la pone friki.
Ah, that one?
Yes. So Fade, I just because he has good lyrics, like he's a producer, he's a singer, of course, and just the way he writes his music is amazing.
Awesome. What has been your favorite carne asada? I know it's kind of hard to pick, but if you were to rank them, I know the last one's number 3, but is there any of them that stand up more being like, man, I really like that one, or I really feel like I did a great performance at that time because I knew that I stepped it up, or, anything like that within the performance you've done so far? Because I was going to ask you your favorite performance, but I'm pretty sure it's one of them, unless there's a different one. However, which one how would you rank them for you?
No, before I answer that question, I really like the Heights District.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it very much.
If, I knew how everything was going to be set up and everything, I would have taken my dancers as well. But
You good. You were fighting for your health, woman. I'm glad you was there. And then that day, I knew there was something going on because for the same reason that we talked for a second, I'm like, I just going to let you, whatever it is going on. I hope you keep it rolling and everything. So I was just glad that you was there and you were good and you knocked it out the park. And we have a video going. We're not go check it out. Carlos will put a little bit. So thank you very much for that. But irrelevant of that, you came, you did your thing, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. It was amazing. It was amazing.
So all the other ones, where would you rank them?
Carne Asada, I think I would go in order just because the first one, it was, to me, the first time I was actually on a stage like that with all my friends singing along, and it was just a different feeling, like, whoa, I'm really doing this, this is my music that they're singing. And then the second year I was a little bit more prepared. I was like, Carlos, he's a big help. He's my choreographer, and I was like, we need to do something like...
We need to do some flips. We need to do some fire.
Something, that's, I don't know, like not twerk, but, for Pegado a la Pared, that was like something that's going to catch their attention. I mean, I don't even have to really explain to him because he's really good at what he does. Yeah.
See, you need him to translate whatever you try to tell the videographer.
Oh, no, he helps me a lot. And he's like, Yossy, ponte pi, like, he's on me. Like, yeah, he's pretty a big help as well. So the second year, was very special because my family was there. The first one they weren't, but the second one they were there. My parents were there. So it was just a different feeling, more like of a special moment. And then the third one, I already knew what I was going for. I was like, I know what I want. Again, I told Carlos my idea, and I was like, whoa.
How was the confidence level on the third one compared to the other ones?
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I was so, like, excited that I almost missed my entrance because I was looking at the intro. And then I heard it's like a little start before I go on stage. Then I like rushed onto stage. You can see a video. There's a video. I was like, oops.
We'll find the video. We'll clip it. I'll send it to Carlos so we can put a little bit of it.
I was like kind of like speed walking to stage. Yeah. But
Yossy to the stage. Yossy to the stage.
I mean, the thing is that I didn't even remember how long the intro was because I was just like so excited looking at it. I was like, oh, so this is how it looks.
Was that the first time you seen it?
No, it was the first time that I saw it on the screen. But no, I kept I was looking at it. I was like, maybe we can modify this because eventually we changed some stuff. But I wanted to see on the with the crowd. I was like, how does it look? And I remember looking at the screen, and then I'm like, oh shoot, my entrance. So yeah, it was more like I had so much fun, like interacted with the crowd, and it was just different.
That was awesome. That's amazing. I'm very happy for you. All right, we running short on time. I think we touched everything that you had sent. Again, I can't wait for you the album and everything to be done, and all the other singles you have going on. Your social media, all your social media. Of course, you have the album you're working on, the single coming on, Cacería de Perros, and then you have all your social media and all the events you got coming up. It's probably going to be 3-4 weeks before we get this episode out. But what do you have going on?
I might be having a performance July 15th. I do have another podcast on the 25th, August 25th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully to be releasing my album in September. But I know I have gigs here and there, but yeah, that's what I have going on.
Any shout outs, anybody you that's been there for you all the time, continue to support you, anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, especially shout out to my producer, of course, Fellow. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have his help. Everything that I do, every song, everything that's out there that's good, it's because of him. So shout out to Fellow, Cynthia for always being there and helping me. And of course, Enrique for being my biggest supporter.
Enrique?
Enrique, that's my friend. He's always there.
Awesome. And what is an important lesson that you have learned doing the music that you would tell your younger self that will help somebody else?
There's a saying that I always say in Spanish, no lo pienses, solo hazlo.
Don't think about it, just do it. Be like Nike, just do it.
Yes, because, sometimes I'm an overthinker and I was like, do I really want to do it? But just do it. Regardless of what happens after or the outcome, just do it.
Entonces, I think on the interview, you also te gusta mejor pedir perdón que permiso. So you just rather just
ask for forgiveness, yes, then ask for permission.
Right? Just something that you want to do and give it a try. It's not like you're out there committing crimes or anything, but at the end of the day, you gave it a go. You see what happened? Yeah, I can see that. I can see you being a rebelde. Since you're like rebelde and you're like, oh, I can see you being a rebelde. So usually when I wake up throughout the day, I say something that I heard a long time ago that I really enjoy, which is I'm not immortal, I am mortal, and I will die one day. And that's not to scare me or frighten me that, I might go one of these days, but just to make me realize that we're not here forever. As much as we want to, we're born, and then before you know it, we die, and in between is what really makes the difference. With that, I wish you a long, prosperous life, but after everything's said and done, what do you want people to think or see or feel about your life?
Someone who never gave up and always went for her dreams.
Awesome. I appreciate it very much. And it's amazing story. The first time we had you, Chris Carlos was also part of this, and it was a little rush, but at the same time, I wanted to talk to you and get help out as much as I could with that part. You know what I mean? So I really wanted to talk to you, but I don't like those rush parts where it's only one time. I like this where I'm able to explore more, and then there's more material about you out there, so I'm able to do a little bit more homework to know. And that's the type of conversations that I want to have with you because, as I mentioned before, I'm very proud of the things that you're doing. I see that you can tell the music industry which way to maneuver it more now, and I can't wait to see you grow more. And of course, your music being worldwide, being touching everywhere. Without a doubt, Yossy, you are a global Latin factor. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This was another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Remember, we are people. We are just like you. Do me a favor, go subscribe. Don't play. And remember, we are just like you. We are a spice in this melting pot that it is the world. Till next time. Thank you very much for checking out another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Subscribe to the channel. You are very important, and it means a lot to us whenever you subscribe and hit the bell so you can know when we release new episodes. Again, it makes a big difference to us, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Walks like a pedo, but in fact he's a flamingo. Coming to Havana, Henry from Puerto Rico. On a pirate ship, he don't know where do we go. The birds of the jungle.